All right. We are live. All right. Let's wait for some people to get in here. See if anybody's going to show up to the live. This is the toughest part. Sit here and to kind of talk by yourself because this gets recorded and then put on. What's up, man? Another live already? That's a surprise. Everybody. Yeah, man, I really enjoyed the one we did yesterday. So, got some time tonight before and watch some basketball games later. But just figured I'd pop in, see what everybody's up to for the weekend. I think this is it's a cool way to hang out and chat with people who are gamers and stuff. That's great. Yeah, man, what are you up to this weekend? I know you've got a lot of knowledge on some random stuff, and I have all these random controllers here that you probably encountered. So let me see. Get this. So I got this controller here. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. Um, the kids controller for Atari. So I don't know much about it. Like I said, I just bought a box that had all kinds of controllers in it, and that was one of them. So, um, oh, that's interesting. I don't know much about Atari stuff. My knowledge is lacking there. Here, I got some Sega Saturn for you. So I didn't know this existed, but this is a Sega Saturn multi-tap, so you can turn your Sega Saturn into six player. Anything pre-NES I don't know about. No, no worries, man. Me. So this is a Sega Saturn multi-tap that I picked up. It's in the box and everything. I didn't even know there were six-player games on the Sega Saturn. Yeah, I didn't even know that they had any six-player games again. You might know this one again. I you know a lot of Japanese stuff, I believe, but this is it's like a weird controller. I'm I'm gonna buy one too for Bomberman. Okay, Bomberman, that makes sense. That's six player, but there's probably not a ton of games. And then this little controller looks like it was specifically it's a Capcom made for like fight games. I don't even really know like how you hold, but um, so yeah, I had this thing that I thought was pretty cool. It's all in the case and everything. So what else is in this set of game? You haven't seen that before? Oh, right on, man. Yeah, I never seen it before either. Um, we got this PlayStation controller in the box. Um, it's got like all these buttons at the top. I think it's for like turbo mode and stuff. For like your X goal for all your buttons. So this one is a box controller that I have. Let's see what else we got. Obviously, everyone I'm sure has seen one of these before. It's a Zapper. Although that's cool, yeah, man. Although the one I had growing up, I'd never seen a gray Zapper before. The ones I saw were like orange colored when I was growing up. The one I remember from when I was younger. So it seemed to work just fine. Let's see. The rest of this is just some basic controllers like the another PlayStation controller. Here's another PlayStation controller. It's hard to see, but it has like a turbo mode on the front. You like the gray Zapper, but I have an orange one. Is it just different ages? Is the gray one like did that come out first? I don't really, I'm not really familiar with the different colors. Some Sega Saturn controllers in here. This was in here. S video for GameCube or Nintendo 64. I don't really need that, but whatever. But that's all the controllers that came in this box, and there's like two or three Sega Saturn controllers. There's a couple. There's two of these. This is for Nintendo. So this is just like a arcade stick for Nintendo. I haven't used any of these, so I'm hoping they'll work. But either way, some of them are pretty cool and interesting. So some of the controllers I've never seen before. Orange came out later because Nintendo was worried the gray one was too gun-like. Oh, well, yeah, I could see that. That makes sense. Yeah, because orange is like the universal language for fake gun, I feel like. So orange is fake and then gray is real. So what are you getting into this weekend for reals, y'all? You got anything going on? I don't even know if I'm doing this whole live thing right. I got like OBS open on one window, and the other window I've got the YouTube page because the YouTube page doesn't easily it lags a little bit on the video, so it's behind, and then the OBS actually tells me it's less laggy, but it doesn't have the chat displayed, so I have to have the YouTube see the chat. Well, look who's live! Yeah, man, just taking a page out of your book. I figured, just was showing off some cool controllers and stuff. Um, I don't know if I'll be able to, let me see if I can show this thing off. This is pretty cool. I've got a lot of posters that I'm hoping to um hang up once I get in the room. It's probably one of my favorite ones that I'm excited about hanging up. So this is again, it's hard to see. This is a Resident Evil 2 poster. It's like kind of made like to look like it's a movie. So I thought that's pretty cool. Um, because Resident Evil 2 is my favorite of all time. So excited to set that one up once I have room for it. And then we got this other cool one. These are all on Etsy. Let's see, for reals, y'all. I'm working on translation, a playthrough of Pop Mail on PC Engine. One of those a Sega CD, one the English dub. Completely changed the tone. Yeah, man, I have no idea what that even means, but that sounds cool and sounds fun. I don't have the skills to mod the game. I don't have the skills to do anything you do for reals, y'all. That's awesome. Sega CD English dub out of pop culture reference and everything very. That's cool, man. Good luck with that. Where did you say you got? I got it on Etsy. Oh, no worries. I got it on Etsy, and then I also got this one off Etsy too. I have two of these. So I have this one. This is like an 8-bit version of all the enemies on Resident Evil, which I thought was really cool. So I actually bought the frame separate and then framed it. So this one back and it's bubble wrap so it can safely stored for now. Bought a cool Wind Waker poster from a friend and see it was like 30. Yeah, there's a lot of cool I would say I guess like decorations for people who are collectors. Like people make all kinds of like anything if you can think of it, they make it. So I bought quite a few things off of Etsy actually in terms of decoration. I actually got this blockbuster sign that lights up. It's made out of like hard plastic. I got it also off of Etsy. Um, and lots of Etsy things. I didn't show these the other day. So like I said, I don't collect a lot of Funko Pops, but the ones I do have are actually autographed. So this one is Chevy Chase, who is Clark Griswold, which is a real funny movie if you've ever seen it. And then we've got Steve Urkel right here. This is autographed by Jaleel White, who played Steve Urkel. I'd love to get light up stuff. Yeah, light up stuff's pretty cool too. That's where that Blockbuster thing. Etsy's the absolute best for things you don't think. Oh yeah, absolutely. I just like scroll on there and I type in video game decorations or something, and all kinds of cool stuff comes up. We got Carl Winslow right here. So this is autographed by Carl Winslow himself, um, right there. And then Then we got Weird Al, and this one I got Weird Al and got him to autograph this. It was pretty cool. He's a cool guy. I've got a bunch of other Weird Al autographs from when I met him, and then I have a couple pictures of me with him as well. And then here, oops, the only other two that I have are Christopher Lloyd. So this one's Christopher Lloyd, and then to match the Christopher Lloyd, of course, I have Marty McFly over here. So those are pretty cool. I just thought they'd be cool little decorations that are from some of my favorite shows and movies and stuff. So, and then another thing I got from a friend actually when I started doing this podcast and stuff, they sent me this book, which was really cool. 151 video games, just like a history of gaming. So it's got like the Vectrex, which some people don't really know about as being a console. So I've seen a couple of those in the wild, maybe one or two, but I've never played one or really hooked one up. I have Majora's Mask light up eyes. It also made that cool. I bet Maddie Newey would love any sort of Zelda sort of decorations or anything. You check out his channel if you do like Zelda. I think you said yesterday you like Zelda. Maddie Newey has a lot of Zelda streams that he does. Coffee and Zelda. If you like coffee, you like Zelda. You like one, you like the other. Whatever. Check it out, man. Have Majora's Mask. Yeah, but do the eyes light up? What did he say? What did Reels y'all say? Light up stuff. Yeah, light up eyes. Yeah, yeah. Do you have a face and eyes that light up? I mean, maybe you do. You probably do. But just asking. Let's see. What other interesting things? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna sit here and just chat. Oh, we got three concurrent viewers right now. Here we are. So I don't know. I guess we got for reals, y'all, Maddie Newey and mystery person. Feel free to speak up and just chat. You're just here to talk, man. We won't bite. Still trying to figure out what chat rate means. And again, Maddie Newey probably knows more of this because he does it a lot more often. But I don't know what chat rate means. Doesn't need it. It's the actual Mac. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I don't have any. Let's see. I don't have any masks. No, no masks that I would have hanging up in my room. I also bought I bought a Metal Gear Solid game off of like Whatnot a while back, and it came actually with the strategy guide. We haven't unbubble wrapped, so it's really hard to see. But the Snake Eater um, little guide here. And I feel like people don't really get a lot of use out of guides anymore. But this one's in perfect condition. But it's funny because now everything's on the internet. You just hop on the internet if you don't know a code or how to find something. So, Maddie, what are you up to this weekend, man? What's a series you want to love but don't? A series I want to love but don't. Well, I would have to say the Final Fantasy games. I own a few of them, but I own Final Fantasy 7 and I think Tactics, or I think I have for PlayStation. I played Final Fantasy 7. It's the only one I've played, I think, of all of them. And RPGs just aren't my thing. I know they're pretty popular, but I would love to get into Final Fantasy if I could. It just seems very time consuming. I know every game's time consuming, but it just seems more so than other games very time consuming to me. That's a good question though. I do enjoy the questions for sure. So yeah, we're gonna stream for another, let's see, another 45 minutes or so. See how many people we can get in here. I have I have some basketball I'm gonna watch later. I'm a big fan of March Madness. So we'll see how the games go tonight. The ones last night were not very close. So I think what we're gonna do maybe at some point is we're gonna do a live stream. And this is all in like the playing stages, going to some things and stream later. Nice. Sounds good, man. I'll try to tune in. I usually put you on the phone while I have the basketball games on in the background on the TV, so I will definitely be tuning in. Um, we want to do a live stream on YouTube where we have it's like a game show almost, and do music from video games, and so have like one person here, and then I'll be the host, and we'll do kind of a competition that people can watch and follow along at home and see how you do. But I think that'd be a really cool thing to do. I'm looking for volunteers or people who would like to do it. Maddie Nui is gonna probably be one of the people on one end, and then the other end, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who it is. For reals, y'all, if you have any recommendations or know someone you think would be really good to test their video game music knowledge, let me know. We got 2 viewers in the chat right now, 6 total views. Chat rate 1, I don't know what that means at all, but that is what it is. Been streaming for about 15, a little over 15 minutes now, so it's about that time. Everyone's getting off work and everything, so that sounds good. I'll let you know. I think it's something perfect. No, I appreciate it. I've asked a couple people so far, but they other than Inui, but yeah, chat rate. If you look on like I don't know, for some reason it gives me like 3 numbers, and I'm in OBS and I have that up, and then I also have the YouTube part up. The reason I have OBS up is because the video on YouTube seems to lag, so it kind of falls behind. And on YouTube, it tells you concurrent viewers and the number of likes and the number of views. Actually, on YouTube, it tells you too. Under analytics, it says chat rate, and the chat rate is 2 right now, even though you didn't say anything. It went from 1 to 2. It says the chat rate of the stream at the most recently available time, activity of your stream. Yeah, but it's like nothing, I don't know. Nothing else changes, and suddenly the chat rate goes to 3, or then it goes to 1, but I don't know. Series I never thought I'd love was playing Pokemon. I loved the cartoon growing up, but it was hard to get into the games as a kid since they weren't translated into Norwegian. Yeah, the Pokemon games are pretty popular. I That's actually a series I've never played any of. I've watched friends play like the original ones when I was growing up, but I personally have never played any of the Pokemon games. I know there's a new one coming out, Pokemon ZA, Pokemon ZA, like pizza. Maybe there's pizza in it. It's going up and down at the rate people are chatting. Okay, well that makes sense. Makes sense. I guess it just lags behind a little bit. So as that trends up, it'll put more people. Sweet. Sweet. Spam the chat, everyone. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. I got into the games properly over the last 3 years. Oh yeah, so you're a late person into Pokemon. I never Pokemon Go is the only real Pokemon game I think I played. If you're familiar, if you played that, I don't know if that's like a universal worldwide game. I think it is, because the algorithm thinks there's something worth talking about. Ah, makes sense. There's always some. I mean, I'm sure video games are always worth talking about. So, so yeah. So four. Oh, we got 4 concurrent viewers now. We just suddenly jumped from 2 to 4. So, welcome whoever's in here. This is just a general chat. Feel free to ask any questions about video games, retro games, new games, whatever you want. Whatever you want to ask. I can't give you real doctor advice over the internet, though, so just keep that in mind. I am a real doctor, but I can't give you any doctor advice over the internet. Do you have a dream console you'd love to get? Well, let's see. That's a good question. I think I've always wanted. I played one growing up, but I always looked at like lately. I've been looking at TurboGrafx and maybe thinking about getting one. I've never I've never bought one yet, obviously, but they're just very expensive, and all games are very expensive. A Vectrex, but it's so pricey. Vectrex is cool. Yeah, that's a cool one. The Nuon is another cool one. That was mentioned briefly in maybe one or two of the shows. The one show with Moonshine Gaming, he has a Nuon for sale in his store. Nuon's like I think very very rare. It's there. All these like obscure consoles and stuff are very very rare and very pricey. So You don't see Victrixes very often. I've seen a couple in game stores. We got 3 viewers right now. Welcome, whoever the third viewer might be. Free to chat, ask questions. We're just here to chill and talk about video games. So 8 views. Let's see. How do I even see likes? One like. One like. Make sure you all like the show. The more likes, the more often I'll do this. Nah, probably it doesn't matter. I'll just do it anyway. But I do appreciate the likes and the follows and the shares and all those things. Just trying to help, build this community. And I appreciate you all of you that are here and all of you that are tuning in. So, been going for about 20 minutes now. I think the thing with these is it takes a while for people to get into the stream. It always feels so awkward in the beginning because I don't know what to do because I'm sitting here for like 5 or 10 minutes without anyone anyone really chatting or anything. Do you own any handhelds? I do. Let me think. Let me just verify. Oh, I have a Game Gear. So I will say I do have a Game Gear, with like a quite a decent library of games over there. Um, I don't know if I think I've shown these on the stream before, and there's pictures on my Instagram account too. But these are some really cool um, cases that I bought for my Game Gear games. So these are made by customgamecases.com, and they're just these little purple plastic ones. They make them for every system. So I really like them. And you can put the game in here. Fits in very nicely. So only handheld I have. Just have to touch yourself like a semi-crazy person. I know it just feels weird just sitting here talking to myself when no one comes in. The only thing I wish I could set up a live stream, but only start recording it and posting it once people are in here. But that's cool. Kind of, yeah. Not used to talking to myself. I have to get used to that, I guess. So, all right, we got 8 views. We got one like. Make sure you hit the like button on the chat, guys, so we can get this moving through the algorithm, as they call it. So make sure you follow as well if you haven't followed yet, just so you can be up to date on all um, the podcast episodes I do. So we do a podcast. I release episodes once a week. Video game collectors on call, and we talk to all kinds of collectors all over the world. I've had a couple from Europe. I've had several from Canada, a lot obviously from the United States. So I'm looking forward to filming more episodes. And if you guys ever have any suggestions I should be on it, let me know. I always take suggestions. So there's currently, I think, 18 episodes, 18, and then there are 26 episodes that I've recorded. So I have quite a few. I'm gonna try and switch it up every once in a while. It's basically focused on collectors and interviewing collectors, but a couple of the episodes I have coming soon is about certain games, like specific games. There's a Mario one that's posted, and there'll be another one about Zelda specific games, about a guy who really loves Zelda. And there will be one about um, Resident Evil, which is my personal favorite. And then I have one about how to clean games and look at reproductions. Matty Newey actually did that one with me, so shout out to him for the help. My favorite handhelds that I got recently was a Neo Geo Pocket Color. I got it with a modded backlit screen. That sounds cool. I have not had or played one of those. 10 or so games for it. Surprisingly good fighting game ports for late 90s handheld. No, that's awesome. I have not played one of those. I guess if you want to talk about handhelds, the other handheld I have is the ROG Ally, which is like, I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's basically like a PC, like a Steam Deck. So it's the same thing as a Steam Deck. It's just made by a different company. So I play all my PC games on that. So they're more mobile. Got to run, catch you later. Sounds good, man. Have a good one. I'll see you later. All right, one for like 25 minutes here. So, do you have for reals, y'all, since you're still here, do you have a favorite episode of my podcast? Like, is there a guest that you really liked, or maybe something I should do more of, some sort of person to interview? I'm thinking about bringing some people back. Thinking about doing some episodes where people come back for a second show. Um, so we got 9 views. We've got 2 concurrent viewers currently. Chat rate is a 1. Make sure you guys keep liking this and sending it through so we can get more people in here and just chat about some games. Well, I was already a fan of El Super Sonic Q, so I found this podcast. I love hearing him talk. Oh yes, cool guy. He had a lot of cool things to say about the Saturn. So, and I that's one thing I wasn't familiar with. So that's good. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to get people who have like their own little niche or their specialty in what they talk about or what they collect. Also, really the one where you talk to the console variation. Oh yeah, that was a good one too. I like that one a lot too. So he's a cool guy. He's someone that um I wanted to buy a console or something. I have sent him a message before. I was interested in the Heineken Game Cubes that came out. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but Heineken made like 50 purple and 50 black ones, and there was a guy selling one on eBay, and you can't really tell, what's a good price. So I messaged Donnie from Console Variations, and I was like, "Hey, what do you think this is a good price?" And he's like, "I wouldn't pay more than this for it." So he's definitely got a lot of good knowledge when it comes to consoles, games too, but mostly consoles and most Nintendo stuff. He knows a lot about Nintendo. So 9 views, chat rate 2, 1 concurrent viewer. So that's probably for reals, y'all. So. um, We're at 26, 27 minutes almost, so we're moving right along. Yeah, I'm wondering if, yesterday I think I did it around lunchtime. It was like midday, and this is a little bit later. People are kind of getting off work just now. It's Friday, so just trying to find the best day to do one of these live streams. I do have some other what would you say? I guess I call it other platforms, which I stream on. I used to do some Twitch streaming, but I just haven't had time really to do that. And the setup that I have here is not great for it. So I'll be hopefully getting to do some more of that once I have more room. And then, so there's Twitch and then Instagram. I've done a couple Instagram lives. The thing about Instagram is you can only do 1 hour of stream before it automatically shuts it off. So that makes it kind of tough to do some longer streams. And then TikTok, I did a couple on. I didn't really get many hits on there, so I wasn't too fond of it. YouTube, I think I've gotten a little bit more hits on because it does also alert people when you go live, so that's good. We got 2 concurrent viewers right now with 9 views. Um, Running on 20 minutes of time here. Oh, and back down to 1 concurrent viewer, so it happens. So I'll just be here hanging out, seeing what's going on. Anybody has any questions about election or anything, feel free to ask. Do you have a set to record and stream your retro consoles? I have a SCART to HDMI which goes into my Elgato capture card. SCART is cable type here and it's high quality. That sounds like HDMI. So I have, yeah, so again, this room is very small and it's very oddly set up. So hopefully I'll have better a dedicated streaming and setup room. But I have Elgato capture card as well. I actually never owned. I owned a Mac, and I couldn't get the Elgato to work on Mac when I first started. So I went out and I bought a cheap laptop that's a PC so that I could get everything set up. And this computer I'm on right now is strictly dedicated to streaming and recording my podcast. All that I don't do anything else on this computer. Um, so the Elgato capture card is what I use, and then I have this camera, obviously, and this microphone. So yeah, so they're pretty. It works pretty well. I just need an easier way to. I don't have a lot of room for me to also be on camera and then also me to see the TV and have my games in the background, like all that stuff. So I need a way to do that, and hopefully, when I get a dedicated game room, I'll be able to do that. So I did, yeah. I think early on, I was streaming a lot. I was doing a lot of like, almost daily streams. I streamed Fatal Frame from start to beginning. I streamed Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64 and Paper Mario on the GameCube from start to finish. I streamed, and I just did a couple other random streams with some random games. Oh, I streamed Futurama from start to finish. Um, every game I stream and play from start to finish, I always do a review and I post that on my Instagram. It's just like a small, maybe two sentences or something about it, and I give it a score of 5 stars. But those are all on my Instagram. I used to stream, but I got tired of it. It's a fun hobby now. Video creation is my jam. Yeah, I agree. I think that playing is fun. It's hard to get a lot of people into it and watch it. I think doing different content creation or just even talking about games. That's why I'm really trying to focus most of my efforts on my podcast. So that's like where the majority of my time lies. I think I need to invest more time in editing some of the videos that I post for the podcast because I just put it through an AI editor right now. And the episode I just posted has some issues with the audio. So um, it's the first time that's happened. I know there's going to be one I'm going to post that has some issues with the video where it kind of zooms in and it kind of doesn't it doesn't look right when it zooms in on the other person chatting. It shows below their chin. But it is what it is, and it's a learning process. So hopefully this will get better. I want to do some more lives. I want to do some more maybe different kind of content. I'll be going to a convention and I'll be going to Comic Con, so I want to either maybe do a live there or do some recording and post that. So I'm all about just kind of meeting new people. It's the whole purpose of the channel and why I started is I didn't really know what I was doing when I started collecting, and I was just kind of all over the place. I was like, I'm gonna buy this great game because it's cool, and then I'm gonna buy all these expensive games, and so now I've gotten to a point where I've, talked to quite a few people, got a lot of advice, and I've, kind of calmed down in my collecting, I guess you could say. So I have been able to collect now just games I see where I'm like, oh, I want to play that. So then I buy it. So some of them are still expensive, the ones I want to play, and I don't all buy them when they're that expensive. So, for example, you have Kuon. I think I mentioned that before. Kuon's a game I would love to play. I love survival horror, some of my favorite games, but I just don't think I want to pay 900 bucks for it. I don't want to play an emulator. I'd rather actually play the real disc, have it in my hands. But hopefully, I can find a good deal for one at some point. So. We got two viewers, and we are 32 minutes into this. Probably go for another maybe 30 minutes or so. We'll see. Make sure you guys like the chat, like the channel, follow, subscribe, do all that. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Um, one of my buddies has Kuon Rule of Rose Hunting Ground. Yeah, I have Rule of Rose, and I have Hunting Ground. Let's see where. Oh, can't. It's in the shelf down there. It's hard for me to get to right now, but I have I have Haunting Ground, I have Rural Rose, I have all the Silent Hill games, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then really the only game in that kind of genre that I'm missing is Huan. So hopefully, hopefully I can get Kuon, So I didn't like Silent Hill for much. So I haven't played them. I played the first one back in the day when it first came out. I really loved it. And I'll be honest with you, I own the others, but I have yet to play them. I should really, my goal was to stream them. So I bought them with the intention of I had streamed Fatal Frame. And so I thought maybe I would do more survival horror streams, but I really never got around to doing that. I would definitely like to play them. What does it say? The audio something. Okay, whatever. I don't know why this thing says the audio quality is not good, but I mean, seems fine to me. It wasn't supposed to be a Silent Hill game. Team Silent wanted to make a new series, but Konami made the team turn it into one part way through the development. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I think the first Silent Hill will always be a favorite. Just like Resident Evil. The second one is my favorite, but then the first one is a close second. So I definitely think the Resident Evil games are good. I could see that happen with Resident Evil 2, or well, Resident Evil also, where they maybe, you know, change tracks halfway through. I know there's Resident Evil 1.5 out there where people have played some of it, and it was the Resident Evil 2 game that has completely different characters, completely different, story, and then they scrapped it when it was about 80% complete and completely start over. I love the first three Silent Hill games. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Have you played the Fatal Frame games? Do you love Fatal Frame at all? I had never played it till recently, and it was actually pretty cool. It's a cool concept if you've never played it. Basically, you're going around with ghosts coming after you, and the way defeat the ghosts is by taking pictures of them, which is interesting concept. At first, I was like, "This is kind of stupid," but I liked it. It's very difficult too. It's probably one of the more difficult games. Another game I would throw into there too is, I mean, maybe other people wouldn't, but Dino Crisis. So Dino Crisis, to me, is a survival horror. The first one is an amazing game. It does have its issues. Second one is I don't like the second Dino Crisis game. It's just too they veered too far from the survival horror kind of franchise and they made it more of an action game. It's still good. It's still okay. It's just not the same. The series is called like I watched a YouTuber play Fatal Frame when I was in my early teenage years. Recently, I bought the first two. Yeah, there's three of them total. I played through the first one. I think I started the second one briefly, but I did not beat the second one. So I think I started it briefly. And I can't remember if I streamed that or not. The series is called Zero in Japan and Project Zero in Europe. Fatal Frame is the North American name. Well, yeah, I did know that actually. Didn't know that it had a different name, but it's the exact same game. So I didn't like Dino Crisis 2 either. The first was, oh yeah, 100%. So what they did with Dino Crisis 2 is they tried to, I hated the whole idea of like, so what I like about survival horror games is you conserve your ammo. So, you never know if you're going to find more ammo to use throughout the game. So, what I didn't like about Dino Crisis 2 is you didn't really have that sort of with Dino Crisis 2, you didn't have that sort of suspense or that like strategy to it. You could just kill more enemies and buy more ammo. So, I really think they kind of went the wrong direction with it. So, and then Dino Crisis 3 I'd never played. It came on sort of the not current gen, but like newer generation consoles, and I've never played it. I've been told not to play it because it's terrible. Dino Crisis 2 almost felt like an arcade shooter. It's so weird. Yeah, exactly. And I didn't like that. I miss a survival horror. It wasn't really there wasn't any, survival to it or any horror if you ask me. So I I'm not familiar with the third one, so I don't know what the third was like. Maybe the third one's better. Maybe the third one they went back to their original roots, but from what I've heard, the third one's not good. So I would guess that they did not. So what are some other? Let's see. Another classic series that I liked um, is the Devil May Cry games. I remember playing Devil May Cry games back in the day. Those were pretty good. Heard really bad things about the third. Yeah, me too. Yeah, when I was first getting into Dino Crisis, I think I don't know who I talked to, but I was like, oh yeah, the third one, and they're like, no, don't play the third one. If you don't like the second one, you definitely won't the third one. So that's fair. I'm gonna steer clear of it, huh? Yeah, definitely steer clear of Dino Crisis 3. There's like another dinosaur game too. It's not Dino Crisis. I can't remember what's called. Um, but I don't think that one is any good either. So definitely something to check out though. Big fan of Jurassic Park, so anything with dinosaurs and that kind of thing, like those games all have like I'm interested in any sort of game that involves dinosaurs. Now, whether or not the game's good, that remains to be seen. So like you have one of my favorite Jurassic Park games is the Sega CD version of Jurassic Park. I thought that was so cool. I have a lot of memories of playing that when I was younger. Lots of click. Oh, what's up? What's up, Morbid? How's it going, man? No, we're just chilling. Big haircut. I ain't got no haircut. This is just how my hair is, man. I woke up like this. I actually came home from work and took a nap, not gonna lie. And I just woke up and had nothing to do. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna hop on the stream for a little bit. Some basketball games tonight I'm gonna be watching. What are you up to tonight, Morbid? We were talking about Dino Crisis. Have you ever played the Dino Crisis games? One, two, three? One we agree on is GOAT, and then two is not so great. We've never played three. Really, never mind. That's cool. No worries, man, for looking out. But yeah, I'm curious what you think of Dino Crisis games and if played any of them. Four current viewers. We're blowing up, guys. We're at four. Everyone, make sure you guys like the live. Make sure you share and follow. Follow me for the weekly podcast I do, where I interview different game collectors from all over the world. I love Dino 1 and I played 2 or 3. Okay. Yeah, 1 was great. So 2, if you never played it, 2 takes everything you know about 1. Here's what I want you to do, Morbid. I want you to take everything you know about Dino Crisis 1. Okay. I want you to just throw it in the trash can because it has nothing to do with Dino Crisis 2. Dino Crisis 2 is like arcade shooter. So you run around, you you have to kill enemies, and kill enemies you get points, and then at the certain sections you can spend these points on ammo and weapons. So theoretically, if you just went back and forth in the same room over and over for like 12 hours, you could get enough points to have the rocket launcher in the beginning of the game, but it would take a long time. So it was a really silly concept. I hated it. Yeah. Oh, what? Yeah, exactly. It was a really silly concept. I didn't like it. The third one, Dino Crisis, I've never played, so I can't speak on behalf of the third Dino Crisis, but I've heard bad things about it. So I streamed Dino Crisis 1 and I streamed Dino Crisis 2 on my Twitch a while back. Why? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder if it was made by different people. Let me see. Let me check real quick. I don't think so. Just looking for Dino Crisis. All right, we're back. Trying to go to the bottom of my shelf down here. I wish we got at least one more Dino Crisis that was actual survival horror. Oh, I totally agree. Playing Assassin's Creed Shadows Don't Judge. That's cool, man. Yeah, so both these are made by Capcom, so I'm not sure where the idea came to like make it a different game, but you got your Dino Crisis and you got Dino Crisis 2. So, and then Dino Crisis 2, because the whole thing's actually about time travel. I don't know if you know that, but the whole Dino Crisis series is about time travel. And it just kind of got like with the second one a little out of control. I think like the phrase "you're doing too much." That definitely applies to the second Dino Crisis. The covers are so different from the PAL ones. For real? Yeah. So here's Dino Crisis. Some of the PAL covers are better than the American NTSC North American versions. So there's Dino Crisis 2. I'm curious what's on the covers of Dino Crisis 1 and 2 for the PAL version. Pre-ordered the collector's edition with figure and everything before I found out all the drama going on. What drama? There's drama? Tell me about this drama. I don't know anything about it. Drama with Assassin's Creed? I didn't know anything about that. I saw Oh, Morbid, did you see there's going to be a new, or it's not new, but there's going to be a live action Zelda film that comes out in 2026? I'm sure you knew that, but you didn't. That is, uh, that is some good news for you. I'm sure you'll be first in line at the theater. Look it up later. What do I just type? Assassin's Creed controversy or something? Dino Crisis 1 PAL has the same cover as Japan. It's a raptors filled with blood on it and dramatic lighting. Yeah, okay. That's a cool cover. Wait, you're nervous? You're nervous because you think it's gonna bomb the live action Zelda film? I mean, I could see that happening for sure. Chan is mad about it. Wait. Are we talking about the Zelda movie now that Japan is mad about? Why is Japan mad about the Zelda movie? Four viewers in the chat, 44 minutes here. Probably go for another 30 minutes or so. Who knows? We'll just see how things go. We'll play it out, play it by ear. Like Link doesn't talk, so Japan's mad about shadows. Oh, okay, Japan's mad about shadows. Got it. And Link doesn't talk. So, wait, Link doesn't talk? I feel like he does in the games, doesn't he? I mean, you don't hear his voice, but there's like writing of him talking and what he's saying. So you're worried about like what his voice is going to sound like, maybe? I mean, it could be good. It could be a flop. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Most of the time, I feel like video game movies are not that great. He's never talked, not even tech. Really? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like Link has talked. Are you sure about that, Morbid? Because how do you have all those games? Like Link has what? There's how many Zelda games, and he's never talked. So do you think that in the movie they will have him talk at all, or do you think they will keep true to the character and he won't talk? Because I mean, Link has sort of talked, but just when you like the dialogue option, he said like one or two words. Like one or two words. See, he's just a man of few words, Morbid. It doesn't mean he doesn't talk. He's a listener. He likes to listen. Link is a mute. I guess we'll see when the movie comes out, man. I don't know. I hope they don't make him a mute. That would make for a boring movie. I don't think they will. In like one Zelda game. But he also makes those like little grunt noises sometimes too when you jump and stuff, right? So that I mean that's noise from his mouth. He talks. He's a talker. Four viewers in the chat. We got Mike Klein and For Reals, y'all really chatting it up. If you're watching, feel free to also add to the chat. Um, we don't judge anyone here. Ask any questions, anything you want. Happy to answer and talk about anything. There's like one or two Zelda CDI games he talks and that's it, but that's it. Well, hey, that is more than zero, Morbid. You said zero. You said he doesn't talk at all. So you're a liar. He does talk. He's just a man of few words. There are people who just don't like to talk a lot. So I wonder, and you definitely know more about this than I do, if the movie is gonna follow one of the games, or is it just gonna be a standalone new sort of story, unrelated to any of the games? I can't wait to go to Japan in May. I'm gonna be for 23 days, going with my best friend. I'm gonna meet up with my friend from Tokyo. I'm gonna retro. That's awesome, dude. I would love to go to Japan, and go retro game hunting. My wife and I are thinking about going this summer. It would be in July, though. I mean, she's not excited about the video game part, but I am definitely excited about if we go getting to see some video games and buy some. I don't buy any Japanese ones, but I'd like to purchase some NTSC versions over there, which I assume, maybe I'm wrong, but I assume it'd be cheaper to buy them over there. A movie full of Link grunting and shouting in panic. Yeah, dude, that's all you gotta do is just have him grunt every once in a while when he's like swinging his sword and stuff. You're learning Japanese. Me and my wife on tryptophan go nip. What? Morbid, did you just have a stroke? I don't know what you were trying to type, but it's like you fell on the keyboard, or did your cat walk across the keyboard just now? I think you're trying to say you and your wife are going to try to go next year. He's speaking in tongues. Yeah, he definitely is. I think, trust me, I speak tongues sometimes. I interpret, so I know what he's trying to say. I think he's trying to say my wife and I are going to try to go next year. We're going next year. Exactly. See, that's what he said. That's what he said. Wait, wife? You have a wife, Morbid? I thought you just engaged, but that was like 6 months ago. So did y'all get married between now and 6 months ago? I mean, maybe you did. I don't know. You don't ever talk to me anymore, so make sure you guys like the chat. I didn't know this, but just so you know, to like it, I don't know whatever you're watching on mobile or whatever, you still have to click the thumbs up under the video. On mobile, it's at the top, and on if you're on a computer or something, it's in the normal spot underneath the video. But you have to click that thumbs up to like the video. The heart in the bottom, I don't think actually likes it, but I could be wrong. It doesn't show up as a like for me. So, um, let's see, where are we at? We just got engaged, but I call her my wife. Okay, all right, that's cool. That's what I thought. No, I knew you engaged, but I didn't know that you had gotten married. But that's fair. You just think ahead. Does she know that you go around calling her your wife? Because I mean, you guys haven't made that official commitment yet. She might not be okay with that. So just check. Make sure you don't make her mad, dude. Or, but I was actually showing off earlier this this crispy looking. Well, I'm not gonna take it out. I've left it in the bubble wrap ever since you sent it to me. So this is the only strategy that I have. So it'll go nicely with my little Metal Gear shrine that I have in my room. So, all right, that's good, man. That's good. So we got 4 viewers in the chat, everybody. 50 minutes we've been going on. Guys, make sure you like this chat. Make sure you follow me on YouTube for weekly podcast episodes of video game collectors all over the world. We talk to all kinds of cool people. Someone who has all the cool, consoles ever existed, even the rare ones. Someone who's a Zelda expert. We'll talk about how to spot production cartridges. So make sure you guys like, follow, share. I also have an Instagram and a TikTok. TikTok where I post a lot of memes. Feel like Morbid. I feel like you would like a lot of my memes. Have you? I do post occasionally some of them on YouTube Shorts, but I like to post them on some of the other platforms, just because the engagement's a little better. But 5 confirmed viewers, everybody. I'll be there. LOL, that Zelda show. Yeah, dude, it's not the Zelda show is not with you. Chubby Retro. Hello, Chubby Retro. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the chat. We're just chatting about video games and all kinds of things. We were talking about a Zelda movie. I don't know if you're a big Zelda fan. I've seen a few and yeah, I do. Haha. Okay, okay, okay. Well, again, make sure you guys follow. We do new episodes every week. When I say we, I really just mean me. What we're working on actually, we've got some cool stuff coming up. I would like to do a video, live, YouTube live, where we have a kind of a versus thing, like a competition of two of my guests, and they test their video game music knowledge. So I'll play a classic hit from video game music, and they will then tell me what they think the answer is, and we'll see who does better. Is that something you guys would be interested in watching? Let me know in the chat. Would you want to watch a live um, music video game music trivia competition? I think it'd be fun. It'd be cool. Just let me know. I've seen a few. I am one of the few that appreciates Wind Waker. Well, you're in luck because Um, Morbid, Morbid is a Zelda expert. Morbid is Mike Klein in the chat here. He goes by many different names, but he actually is a Zelda fanatic. Morbid, what do you think about Wind Waker? I'm not into the Zelda games, so I'm curious on what Morbid says about Wind Waker. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I think I'd already mentioned it to you for reals, y'all. I was just saying it for the extra people that are in here now. We got a few extra people. Wind Waker is great. There you go. It passes the morbid test. That's all I need to know. I think the only Zelda games I ever played were Ocarina and Majora's Mask. We talked about this yesterday. I love Wind Waker a lot. Excellent, excellent. Well, you're in good company, Chubby Retro. So all these guys seem to love Wind Waker. What do you like so much about Wind Waker compared to the other Zelda games? Because I've never played that one. So if I were to rank my favorite, it'd be. Oh, okay, we're about to get a list from For Reals, y'all. So it's about to hit us with a list. We got 5 likes. Appreciate it. If this gets 20 likes, so if Matty Nui, I don't think he's watching anymore. He did one where he did a dance party at 20 likes. At 20 likes, I am going to um what am I gonna do? I don't know. If this gets 20 likes, something cool will happen. Just wait. Just wait. Um, Majora's is my favorite, top 5 of all time. That's a good one. Yeah, like I said, Ocarina, okay, I played it. Twilight Princess, never played it. Wind Waker, never played it. Majora's Mask, I have played it. Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild, never played the last two. The animated style was different, but really well done. Yeah, I definitely like the animated styles of games. Those are cool when they do like a different graphical style, animated style. Speaking of that, there's a lot of cell shaded games that I like. There's a game called XII or 13, which is like a first person shooter, which is really fun. And it's got like a cell shaded kind of graphics to it. That's from most to least favorite. I haven't beaten any 2D ones yet. Okay. So like the original, you haven't played so you haven't played either of these. So you got this one. You got this one. So these are not in your list of ones that you've played, huh? Put these back up here. Oops, put them backwards. I'll be happy to have more room and more shelf space for all these games for sure. Got to play Mish Cap. Oh, that must be a like a 2DS one or something. Michael, what's up, man? Welcome. Good to see you. Played Zelda 1 and Minish Cap, but I haven't been either. I've played all but the weird CDI ones. Well, are you really a true Zelda fan if you haven't played the CDI ones, Morbid? I mean, come on, dude. Come on. For real? The title screen for Ocarina of Time was epic. I'll never forget it. What's the title screen for Ocarina? Is that the one with where the horse, like it's the plains, and then the horse is running by in the background? You hear the like horse beats at Ocarina? Michael the Gamer, welcome, welcome. Ocarina of the Touchscreen is forever the best. Ha, poser. Yeah, what is the title screen? I kind of forget. It's been a while since I played it. We got 6 viewers. Welcome everybody. Feel free to get involved in the chat. Make sure you like the chat, like everything. Yeah, that's the one. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that one was pretty cool. That one was awesome. Um, I don't remember what Majora's Mask was. Was it like the sun and moon thing in the background? I think that might because those are the only that I've played. Majora's Mask and um, Ocarina. Yes. Okay. Cool. So Mask. Oh, The Mask. The Mask is a movie by that has Jim Carrey in it. Morbid. Like your shirt. Oh heck yeah! So Crash Bandicoot, one of the coolest characters ever made. The mask spinning. Okay, okay. So in terms of my shirt, actually, it's a good thing Michael pointed that out. So I don't know if you guys watch, and it's really hard to see on my podcast. And once I have a better room to record better, um, the mask is spinning. So I'm gonna if you pay attention to my podcast, I try to wear, I've run out of shirts at this point, but I try to wear a different retro gaming shirt with each podcast I film. So, and sometimes I like to theme them. So, there'll be a Zelda episode coming out, and so I wear a Zelda shirt. Yes, more, but I actually have a Zelda shirt, believe it or not. And then there's a Resident Evil episode I'm gonna film, which I plan to wear a Resident Evil shirt. So I try to coordinate my shirts with whatever the recording is going to be about. So we got 6 concurrent viewers. We got 6 likes. We're going for about 58 minutes now, almost an hour. So, and the first basketball games I'm gonna watch later don't start for another hour, so I can do this for another hour or so. Make sure you guys like and when you like the live stream, if you're on mobile, it's actually the thumbs up button that's the top right. And then if you're on a regular PC, the like button is just under the video like it normally is. So make sure you get that thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can see the future podcast episodes. And this is just a chat where, I'm open to anyone asking any questions. Anything you want to know about me, my collection, about gaming, you know, we're just here to chat, just here to chill. So, been going for about an hour now, a couple minutes shy of an hour. We've got 6 viewers right now. So just keep the chat going, guys. I just love the conversation. You don't want me to sit here and talk to myself, because the more I have to talk to myself, the more awkward it gets. Um, so we got 6 likes. We've got 10 concurrent viewers now. It says that's a lot. Wow. I don't know how I got 10 concurrent viewers suddenly, but that's cool. That says 10, but this says 6. Whatever. Is your collection complete? Oh no, not even close. Not even close. So I don't have any complete collections. If I were going to get a complete collection, my complete collection would be the N64 that I'd go for because I think it's got the best library of any system. Station's up a second. That has way too many games, so I would feel more comfortable doing it on 64. NES collection isn't complete, not even close. I have a few um, really heavy hitters on NES though, and mostly I just get games that I either played as a child or want to play. Sometimes I will buy bulk games, but that usually comes with a lot of games that are not super popular. What's your favorite top five games? All right, top five games. So this is in no particular order, okay? So top five games. I'm gonna go Resident Evil 2. Okay, that's one of them. I'm gonna go EMNT 2, the arcade game for NES. That's another one. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go GoldenEye for Nintendo 64. Okay. I'm gonna go Smash Brothers also for Nintendo 64. Okay, so that's four. And then I'm also gonna throw in, and this might be controversial as it just came out, but Split Fiction at co-op game, that game was awesome. So I think very well done. So those are probably my top five. And if you ask me tomorrow, it might change. I don't think Resident Evil 2 will have come off that list, um, nor will GoldenEye, but the other three kind of interchangeable. Um, what's the most underrated 64 game in your opinion? Most underrated game? That's a good question. Underrated. Let me take a look here. Um, let me see. Underrated. I will say the most underrated game, and I don't know if it applies as or I don't know if it counts as an underrated game. I would say is Kong's Bad Fur Day. I feel like when people talk about the great games on Nintendo 64, they talk about GoldenEye, they talk about Donkey Kong, they talk about Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. They never really talk about Conker's Bad Fur Day, and to me, that is a classic game. It was hilarious, fun to play. I remember in college is when I went through and beat it, and I just love that game. So I think it's a little underrated. It doesn't get the love it deserves sometimes. GoldenEye is a classic. Oh yeah, GoldenEye for sure. I mean, that's where all the first-person shooters started, regardless of what anyone says. A lot of people argue and say that Perfect Dark is a better first-person shooter on Nintendo 64, and I don't disagree with that. But GoldenEye was ahead of its time and kind of the first one to do it. Solid picks. Thanks, man. I love Conquer. I wish I had a sequel. I wish it had a sequel too. I think it could do well if they created a sequel or a remake where they kind of maybe changed it up a little bit just to because it does make a lot of references to pop culture and stuff. And so like a more modern one where we made fun and did a lot more satire, maybe some more current stuff. I think that'd be cool. Be cool for sure. Conquer is amazing. Yeah, I've got one sitting here with your name on it, man. Wait, what do you have sitting here? A Conquer? Yeah, yeah, the complete in box Conquer. Is that what you're talking about? I thought you sold that. I always go back to Blast Wars. I never played Blast Corps, but I have heard of it, and I I have heard good things about it. So I don't own one actually, but it's one that I should work on getting. 90s and earlier 2000s Rare. Oh yeah, Rare was like. So let's talk about like you know, game companies. So Capcom, right? So Capcom is my favorite, like all time. Like their games are always on point, right? And then you've got Rare. Rare has made some pretty classic games. They made a lot of the Nintendo 64 classic games that everyone loves. And they even still make some decent games. And then, other than that, you got Konami. I think Konami is classic. They made some pretty good games. So lots of good game developers out there. I miss the era of Rare back then. It was good. Yeah, Rare used to be. I mean, I don't know if Rare is like. I don't know if they're still making any games or not, but yeah, back in the Nintendo 64 era, they were awesome. Nintendo missed letting Rare go. Yeah, yeah, because then you have. I do know that there's like the Rare Replay on Xbox, and it's not nearly as good. Um, but I never played the Banjo games like Banjo Kazooie, Banjo Tooie. I never played either of those, but Rare was good. Nintendo will never live down that stake. Yeah, but I mean, I think Nintendo's doing pretty well for themselves. Let's be honest. I mean, you look at Sega, right? I mean, Sega was doing pretty well, and then the Dreamcast came out, and now that you know, who's laughing now, right? So you got Sega, and you got um, Microsoft that got into the business of gaming, and then obviously Sony's been there for a while. So I never did either. I'd like to try them someday. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Level 5 is my new favorite. Level 5, what do they make? Give me a give me a game that Level 5 makes. Because on top of my head, I don't know. Here's the deal. If this gets to 20 likes, okay, we're currently at 6 likes. If this gets to 20 likes, I am. If this gets to 20 likes, I'm gonna raffle this off to one of you. Wait, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or allowed to yet. Anyway, I'm gonna we're gonna do something where one of you will get to keep Super Slam, Trek Super Slam. If it gets to 20 likes. No, no, no. How about if this gets to 20 likes, I'll buy a Nintendo DS so I can finally play these games that I have. I'm pretty sure that Morbid would like that. Split Fiction better than It Takes Two. Oh, if you love It Takes Two, trust me. I loved It Takes Two. I love Split Fiction even more. So Split Fiction is a lot more fun. It's a lot more. I felt like it was a lot. I don't want to say harder, but the puzzles and things were much better. And I really felt like accomplished when I beat it. It is a little difficult in some spots, but I highly recommend Split Fiction, Dark Cloud 1 and 2, Galaxy. Okay, I've not played any of those, but I mean I have heard they're pretty good games. Do you have a hot take about old game systems? Rubs Infinity, welcome man. Welcome. So hot take about old gaming systems. Um that's a good question. I I'm sure I could think of one for you. I'll say, well, I guess, one thing I think about when it comes to old gaming systems is the Sega Saturn, its games are not with the prices people are paying. Sega Saturn is highly overpriced, in my opinion. The console, even, I mean, the console's not too bad, but when all of your games are over $100 just for any game, most games, I think it's just overpriced. And I don't know what's caused that, but Sega Saturn is definitely overpriced. Did you ever play Diddy Kong Racing? I did not play Diddy Kong Racing. Diddy Kong Racing, um, like I feel like there's two people with the Nintendo 64, Diddy Kong Racing and Mario Kart, and I was just more into Mario Kart. And when Diddy Kong Racing came out, it's like, oh, it's just another racing game. So why do I need to play that? But I have heard it's pretty good, and I do want to play it. Do want to buy it. Nino Kuni. I don't even know. Did you have a stroke again, Morbid? Did you know we're getting a Shrek 5? I did not know there's a Shrek. Do you mean movie or game? Or both? Maybe both, but I mean, either one would be great. Diddy Kong Racing is the best race. Nah, dude, come on. Mario Kart. Mario Kart all the way. Diddy Kong Racing needs a sequel. Yeah, I think they're just all in on Mario Kart, so I don't think they feel like they need to make another racing game like that because it wouldn't be much different, better than Mario Kart. Yeah, well, if you guys think it's better than Mario Kart, I'll have to check it out. I mean, maybe they should switch all their efforts from Mario Kart and then suddenly start making Diddy Kong games now, Diddy Kong Racing. So, is that why they lost the console war back then? No, I think the reason Sega lost the console war is they came out with the Dreamcast, right? And so the Dreamcast was cool because it had these little VMU, it had a lot of cool stuff. But the problem is they didn't really put a lot of effort in supporting it, and game developers didn't either. So I think that what happened was they made the Dreamcast. All these cool things were supposed to happen. It was the first one to play online. You had to plug into the wall outlet, play online, and just no games really utilized that. It didn't work well. There were a lot of, I don't want to say bad games, but games that were not great um, on Dreamcast. They did have a couple good ones. They just didn't really have any huge like hitters. And so I think that became the downfall of Sega with the Dreamcast. Diddy Kong's amazing, great pick. Other mic. Oh yeah, there's mics in here now. Watch out. Shrek 5 movie. Dude, that'll be sweet. I wonder if Mike Ramirez is going to provide the voice as well, since he is obviously voicing all the other ones. Diddy Kong Racing was different. It was like an adventure. So what's different about Diddy Kong? Don't It's the same thing as Mario Kart where you drive around and you shoot like weapons, like not shells necessarily, but I'm sure there's bananas. It's unique, it's just good. No, tell me more because I thought about buying it, but I'm always been like, oh, I already have Mario Kart, so why do I need Diddy Kong? So it's amazing, Mike. Diddy Kong Racing. All right, you guys are convinced to me. I'm about to hop on eBay right now and purchase a copy of Diddy Kong Racing. Do you want to get it? Well, I'm trying to collect also the not for resale set for Nintendo 64. So the not resale set has a Diddy Kong Racing in it. So I, at this point, do need to buy that. Gears of War was a pick. I played the first Gears of War. It was all right. I never really got into the series. There's been so many Gears of War games, though. There's a ton of Gears of War games, but they are pretty good. A lot of people like them. I think there were two factions: Halo people and Gears of War people. I was part of the Halo group, so you learn something today. Good. No, I mean that doesn't necessarily mean I'm right, just as I'm, giving my opinion on Dreamcast. But and I am by far not the most knowledgeable person um, in the gaming community. I actually have learned a lot from doing my podcast. So if you like learning stuff, make sure you follow my podcast on YouTube. Here we do new episodes every week. Chat with different video game collectors from all over the world. We get advice at their collection. It's really fun. I post memes on my Instagram and TikTok, and I post videos of things in my collection on Instagram as well. So make sure you follow me. It's Dr. Gamer Retro on all those uh, platforms. We're at hour and 10 minutes here, and we got 7 viewers. It's awesome. And then we got, let's see, I can't see the likes anymore. We got 7 likes, guys. 7 likes. Okay. I think the downfall of Sega or the 30TX being a failure. People didn't want to buy it since Saturn was coming out. Saturn was also poorly marketed in North America. That could be. That could be. Yeah, I just really think the Dreamcast, like they had something great with the Dreamcast, and then it just didn't get the support that it needed. Mike Myers, all the cast is it's excellent. That's awesome. No, the Shrek movies are great. I don't think I ever watched the fourth one though. I know I watched all three, but I never saw the fourth one. Diddy Kong is like a solo adventure racing game. Really? So you're just like racing. It's so good. So you're just playing through like these different levels where you like have to race random people and it's more an adventure. Okay. I'll check it out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna once I can find a good copy of it, I'm gonna check it out and if I can make it happen, I'm gonna stream it. So we're gonna stream it and we're gonna see if I like it. The Saturn released before agreements with retailers were made and many stores refused to carry the Saturn out of store for Sega, screwing them over. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. I did not know that. And the Saturn had a big Sonic game for which people wanted, so it never sold well. Yeah, I do know that. Yeah, you would think that if they make a new system, they're going to make a new like Sonic game because Sonic's like their mascot, their main guy, but they never did. I would like Eddie Murphy as Donkey. He's so funny. Oh yeah, he does make a good Donkey, so he'll be back too, I assume, which will be great. It's good. I know all the cast is getting older, so maybe it'll be a like 20 years in the future or something from the other Shrek movies. Who knows? Maybe Shrek will have a baby Shrek or something. What's the last generation of Pokemon you played? Reverse Infinity. It's funny you asked this. I have not played any Pokemon games. So Pokemon is not my thing. So I had friends that played all of them growing up, Red, Yellow, Blue, the originals. I know people who play them now. I don't own any of them except so if you want to know the last Pokemon game I played, it'd be Pokemon Snap. I played Pokemon Snap for Nintendo 64 and I played Pokemon Stadium. Those two were really good. I never got into the other Pokemon games. I played Pokemon Go for a little bit, but those are the main ones. What about yourself? Are you looking forward to Pokemon ZA? ZA? I guess do we say ZA? Do we say ZA? I don't know, but that's the one they announced. So Sonic Adventure was supposed to release on Saturn, but they couldn't make it happen. Pushed it to Dreamcast. I think the game would have helped Sack. Yeah, I mean that's probably true. Like yeah, they really just like you said, they didn't have and even the exclusives on Saturn, in my opinion, are not that great. So I think that's what really makes a good console or a good new system that they have some good exclusives. And I don't think Sega really had that after Genesis. So I never played the older Pokemon games. I played the Switch. I did play Pokemon Snap. Love that one. Yeah, that was cool when I remember playing that one like back in high school and stuff. Pokemon Snap, and then Pokemon Stadium was cool too. I love the mini games in Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Snap was fun. Looking back on it though, it was kind of like an easy game. You just go around and take pictures of Pokemon. Pokemon Silver is amazing. All right, I'll have to check that out. I mean, definitely at some point I'm gonna make a list of recommendations that people give me when I used to do Twitch streams. I would take recommendations. Like someone said you should buy Space Station Silicon Valley for Nintendo 64 and stream it. So the next day I bought it on eBay. It arrived. I went online, we streamed it, and that was cool. So I definitely like recommendations from people. I'm old. The last one I played is old. I'm afraid of playing the Pokemon games now. 'Cause I'm afraid I won't know what I'm doing. Oh, for sure. And there's like I definitely have Pokemon cards, but or when I was younger I played that a lot, but the games I never played. Which, if you're a Pokemon guy, so it's a good question. I'm just curious if this is with anything. I got this for free in like a as like a gift. I bought some games. It's like the Pikachu Holo, and it's from the like the Halloween pack, the Trick or Treat Halloween pack. So I don't like cards. I'm looking to maybe sell it, but I don't want to get ripped off when I trade it in or sell it. So it's in pretty good shape. So maybe I'd grade it. I don't know. On the three, the new ones are a bit whack in my opinion. I mean, do they just play differently or what? I don't know anything about them. Trick or trade packs. Yeah, that's what they're called. Yeah, I don't know if they play different or what, but I know there's just so many Pokemon, man. When I grew up, I feel old for saying this, but when I grew up, there were only 150 Pokemon. Now there's probably like over 1,000, which is just insane. So we got 7 likes, guys. Make sure you like the like. Make sure you follow on YouTube or YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You can see more of my content there. What we're going to do hopefully soon is do a show where we do a live music trivia challenge where I have two guests on. I'm going to play some songs from different video games, and we're going to see if people can guess what they are. We're going to have a little competition. So hopefully, let me know if you guys think that would be a cool idea. So hopefully, you guys think that's a cool idea because I'm working on the logistics of it now. They're just different. Yeah, for sure. Boil her up. I'm headed to the gym, so watch Purdue later. I enter the stream. Oh, you too, man. Yeah, have a good day, Chris. I'm definitely gonna watch here. I think we're probably gonna lose, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully. So, thanks for tuning in, Chris. All right, guys, we got 6 concurrent viewers. I've been going for about an hour and 20 minutes now, and we got 7 likes. So, guys, make sure you hit that like button. It gets more people in here. Gets us more people to chat to, so we don't have to chat to ourselves. I'm not a fan of talking to myself, that is for sure. So, if there's any games you recommend that you think I should play, let me know. You have any questions about my collection, let me know. If there's anything you want to see or ask if I have, let me know. Happy to show off any of that stuff. So, I'm gonna put these Dino Crisis games up really quick, and all right, there we go. Morbid, there's a guy currently on Whatnot. He's selling like the entire Nintendo 64 library. Um, I don't know if he's on lately. Let's see if he's still on. He's still streaming. He hasn't run any of the bangers yet. He is only running like the cheap common games. Let's see. Have you played any Kirby games? Yeah, I played. Let's see. What is it? Which one is it? Okay, I played Kirby Superstar, which was not the game that I thought it was going to be. I don't know, I didn't like it. It was not fun to me. And then I played Kirby's Dream Course, and I am trying to get a copy of Kirby's Crystal Shards on GameCube because I do want to play that. But the Kirby games are fun. Kirby's my fun fact. Kirby's the player that I always choose if I'm playing any sort of like Smash Brothers game. I'm always Kirby all the way. Playing MLB The Show 25. Dude, those are pretty good. Baseball season just started. Baseball season just, at least from what I saw, it looks like a lot of baseball teams are starting up now. So, quick pan of your room so see how big your collection is. Yeah, yeah, no problem. So, I'll preface this by saying my collection A is not very big. I have 600 games. It's very crowded because everything's just in this corner of this room. I'm gonna have a better setup at one point so I can show off kind of all my games and have more posters hanging up, but a lot of posters are not up right now. But really, let's see. So that's one shelf full of games that I have there, as you can see. Okay. And then over there, there's another shelf there that we have. That's where all the Sega games are. That's the PS2 and the Game Gear games. The Sega CD and the Sega Saturn games are down at the bottom there. And then I have this other shelf that's kind of off to the side here. And this has all my GameCube games. It's got some more PS2 games, got my Xbox and Xbox 360. And those ones on the bottom are ones that I either have duplicates of or there's some DS games that I don't collect, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with those. So that's basically my collection. Hopefully soon I'll have a way to set it a little better to show it off. So Ogre Battle 64, I've heard good things about that. I have not played it. It's also, I think, pretty expensive, isn't it? It's like above $100 for sure. Sean DK Oldies. No, I've seen a lot of their videos though. Um, I've heard mixed reviews about them. That's where I get a lot of my retro games. Yeah, they have a good selection for sure. Kirby Superstar is your favorite? Yeah, I need to play it. My favorite's Kirby Superstar Ultra on DS, Crystal Shards on the N64. Yeah, I need to play Crystal Shards, either N64 or GameCube, however I can find it for sure. Superstar Ultra on DS has more content and games. Never heard of that one. Eternal Darkness. Oh, Chubby Retro. I'm glad you mentioned that. I just picked up. Wait, did you see it on when I was showing the games? Wait, where's my Eternal Darkness? I have I have Eternal Darkness. I just got it. I don't know where I put it. Interesting. What happens when you have? Oh, here it is. Here it is. So yeah, I just got this. I just picked it up. I've never played it. I'm excited to play it. I've heard a lot of good things about Eternal Darkness. Don't ruin it for me. I do know like it plays tricks on you and tries to do weird stuff while you're playing. So just don't ruin that for me. So Road to Show mode, like RPG baseball mode. Yeah, that's kind of like when you like coach your like in Madden when you're manager mode, you can coach your own team. Cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. You have a nice GameCube collection. It's pricey and hard to find. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Lots of games are hard to find and pricey now. I do have a I do have a small GameCube collection, but I think it's a nice selection of games to have. You know, other than Sega Saturn and Sega CD, my GameCube is the least amount of games that I have, but it's mighty. It's small but mighty. I gave up on GameCube. I got Gill and Coliseum and threw it in the towel. I don't have those, but I know those are pretty expensive games, so I don't like Eternal Darkness, to be honest. The game starts out great, really loses steam, and the fire is annoying and stupid. I hope you like it more. I'll check it out. I'm a big fan of survival horror, and someone told me to check it out and play it. So, like I said, I take those recommendations seriously all the time. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to play it. Maybe I'll stream it. We'll see. My wife is smart but uncoordinated. Can you recommend a game that we can play together? Okay. Does she like games at all? Does she play games at all? Or this would be kind of her, she's not really a big gamer because that also makes a difference. Um, I think that you could play like It Takes Two, Split Fiction. Now, like Split Fiction can be kind of hard, but I think you can play it. It also all depends on what kind of she plays Animal Crossing. Okay, okay. So I guess it all depends on what kind of game you're looking for too. Split Fiction is definitely a good one to play together. A Way Out is a good one. That one is a little bit easier, I think, because it's more story based. Like the goal is to get to the end of the story, and there's no like difficult um, bosses or fights or anything. There's just more puzzles. So that might be interesting. I recommend A Way Out. That's a good co-op game. Eternal Darkness for $20. What? Well, that was a little more expensive than mine was, but I still got a deal on it. Have I tried Dredge, like a boat horror game? No. What console is Dredge on? Because if it's a horror game, I would love to play it. Silent Hill, 100%. I played Silent Hill. I played Silent Hill back in the day when it first came out. It was one of the first well, Resident Evil obviously, but other than that, Silent Hill was one of the first survival horror games I played. I love Animal Crossing. I really am into New Horizons. I actually play Animal Crossing too. Not anymore. I used to, and then it got to the point where it was too repetitive for me. So, oh, camera's a little crooked here. There we go. So it just got a little too competitive for me. Current consoles, really? Dredge? Who makes it? Let me look this up. Sometimes I feel like you make stuff up, Morbid. Dredge. Oh. Single player fishing adventure game. Blends horror and exploration with a Lovecraft atmosphere. Okay. Oh, it got a 10. It got a 10 out of 10, man. I'll have to check it out. I rented Silent Hill 1 from Blockbuster when I was 11 and it scared me. That's what happened to Resident Evil for me. When you meet the first zombie, I don't know if you guys have played it, but you walk in a hallway and the zombie is sitting there and he turns his head around. That scared me. Alone in the Dark was my first survival horror game. Yeah, I've played Alone in the Dark, but I heard things about it. I heard people say it's not that great in terms of survival horror, but I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. I know there's a couple of the Alone in the Dark games. My wife and I like Silent Hill merch. Oh, that's sweet. That's pretty cool. I have all the Silent Hill games, but I don't have any merch for Silent Hill. I have mostly merch for Resident Evil because that's way better than Silent Hill, if you ask me. Favorite Animal Crossing is Wild World on DS. Same funny writing as the GameCube one, but more in-depth dialogue in villages. New Horizons lost all the fun dialogue. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've only played the newest one, so I haven't played the older one, so I don't know. I guess what I'm missing, but it was fun. But just you're right. It just got a little repetitive. I played Dredge. It's great play. Yeah, dude. I think I'll check it out. I wonder if I can probably just download it and play it. I wonder how much it is. Maybe I'll stream it. The problem is when I stream newer games, I don't. So my Xbox One S is in a different room, and so I can't have myself on the screen when I stream Xbox games, but I can have like the game itself streaming because I just stream straight from the Xbox. There's like a way you can go in and connect your Twitch account. So if you guys aren't following me on Twitch or Instagram or TikTok, make sure you do that. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you subscribe. Got some cool content coming out for sure. Um, the older Animal Crossings feel like you're moving to a new place and getting to know people. New Horizons is more about customized your island design stuff. Cool. Yeah, and that's what I felt. It was just about like design my island. So, and I guess I just assumed that's what all the games were usually about. I haven't played anything really Dredge. It's definitely a unique. Okay, dude, I'll check it out and I'll stream it. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, Morbid, because if I stream it, I want you to pop in and say hi or something and help me. Because like I said, I might need help. I've never played it before. Just over an hour and 25 minutes here of streaming. We got 6 people in chat. We've got 7 likes. Make sure you guys are pushing that like button. Again, this is just an open chat about retro collecting. Probably go for another 30 minutes or so. Just because I got some basketball games to see. I'm getting kind of hungry too. So hopefully we will finish up here in about 30 minutes. So we got 6 viewers. Animal Crossing was inspired by lead game designer moving to a new town for work and getting to know neighbors. He wanted that feeling to be recreating a game oh, that's cool. Dude, I love history and trivia and random knowledge about different games. So I appreciate that. Oh, most definitely. You're on Twitch. Yeah, yeah, man. I don't stream as much as I used to. When I first started all this, 6 months ago or so, I used to stream like every day. I streamed Fatal Frame. I streamed Paper Mario on GameCube, Paper Mario on Nintendo 64. I streamed Dino Crisis 1 and 2. I've streamed a couple games on there. So, yeah, like I said, I don't do it that often. So just make sure you turn notifications on. That way you know that I'm actually streaming. No word from Wave. Hope he's all right. Dude, I texted him today too because of what you said yesterday. Let me see if he left me on red. Let's see. Nope. I just said, hey, I'm just checking in. Are you good? He never responded. The last time he responded to me, the last time he responded was March 20th, so 8 days ago. So that was the last time I got a response from him from a text message. That's the stream I remember the most. Paper Mario 64. Oh yeah, Michael the gamer was a huge help on Paper Mario 64. It was a fun playthrough for sure, but I had never played before and I liked it, so it was good. So, like I said, feel free to ask any questions you guys want. Feel free to, questions about games, questions about gaming in general. Ask if I have a game. I'll definitely check. March 7th, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with him. His wife still streams. She has some shows every once in a while. I think she has a show tomorrow. So, I mean, who knows what's going on? Who knows? Guys, thank everyone for being here. Appreciate it. We got 6 people right now. I love having these little just cool little chats, when we got the free time to just sit down and chat about games. It's fun, you know. We can't all be in the same room, but we can virtually be together. So that's cool. So again, feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to share, like, follow, do all that stuff. If we get to 20 likes on the stream, we will have a special prize for you. If you can rename the current generation. Oh man, I don't know, but I definitely hate the naming system that they have. Because you've got like Xbox, Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox One Series X, Xbox One Series S. I mean, I think they stuck with the Xbox name just because it was really so that they would know the brand, so people would stick with it. I remember when they said the Xbox One was going to be called the Xbox 720 because you had the Xbox 360 and then the 720. I mean, for me, it'd be easy. I just went Xbox One, Xbox Two, Xbox Three, Xbox Four, just like PlayStation. I think PlayStation has that going for them, where they're PlayStation One, Two, Three, Four, Five, and it works really well. So I think they should probably do the same. Mario RPG Essence is my all-time favorite game. If you haven't got to try it, man. Never played it. Never played Mario RPG. I don't like RPGs, but I like Mario. So maybe I'll like it. I don't know. Feels so out of order, right? Yeah, it definitely feels out of order, and it's very confusing because even I like when I ask my friends, I'm like, "Oh, you can play this game. You have an Xbox One, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, I have an Xbox One." I'm like, "Oh, wait, you don't have an Xbox One X or your Series X because certain games only work on the Series X." So it's way too confusing. I think that is maybe puts off a lot of consumers too. Xbox 360 60. That'd be a good name for sure. Stuck on an island with one console, which would you choose? Nintendo. Well, let me ask you this question, Chubby. Do I have other people with me? So if I have other people with me on the island, the answer is Nintendo 64 because of all the good multiplayer games. If I don't have people with me on the island, the answer is PlayStation 2 because I can play PS2 games and PS1 games, and there's a lot of really good single player games. There's a remake on Switch for Mario RPG. It's the same exact game, I imagine, the same story, right? I don't think I have it. Let me just double check. Maybe I do have it. I do not have Super Mario RPG, so probably because it has the name RPG in the name, and that scares me because I'm not a huge RPG fan. But you know, guys, if we get to 20 likes, Morbid, aka Mike Klein, said he's gonna buy pizza for everyone and have it delivered via DoorDash to their house. So if you guys get us to 20 likes, you guys get free pizza. So just keep that in mind. You want my opinion on something? Let's hear it. Is this private matter, Morbid? Do we need to take this private, or is something that you can ask to the general chat and we can get a consensus on? We got 6 viewers now, 19 total views. Keep chatting, guys. It just brings more people into the chat. We get more people in here. Oh no, no, that's what Morbid told me. That's what Mike Klein told me. He messaged me and he said, "Hey, let everyone know. I don't want to type it myself because I'm afraid to, but just let everyone know pizza if we get 20 likes." So pizza is great. Pizza is the fuel of gamers. So answer is she's not into you. My address is Morbid. You're gonna have to. I call him Morbid because that's how I know him, but his name is Mike Klein. But you guys, he's a cool dude. E pizza. See, there you go. You get a pizza and you get a pizza. Yeah, these are Oprah pizzas. Exactly. So hope everyone's having a good day. Hope everyone's excited to get to 20 likes so that Morbid will buy us all pizza. I know I sure am. Morbid, you didn't ask the question yet. What's 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 the question? Reverse Infinity said the answer is she's not into you. So if that already answered your question, then good. But otherwise, feel free to ask it. Probably stream for another 25 minutes or so. It'll get me to a solid 2 hours of stream, which is great. I think the longest live I've ever done. I've only done two, but we're at 6 viewers. If you're in the chat right now, if you're watching, feel free to chat. Feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to um, talk about whatever. We got 7 likes. we're working on 20 so that we can get that pizza. Thanks for the stream. I enjoyed it. Gotta go. Have a good weekend. You too, Chubby. Have a good weekend, man. Hope to see you back. I'll try to do more of these. These are pretty fun. I get my complete cop designed by the voice actor of Frida or Will That Life. Um, your goal is your goal to sell it, or is your goal to grade it, or is your goal to keep it? Depends on your goal. I would say if your goal is to keep it and it's like a little keepsake for yourself, then do it. Get it signed. I would say love Tenkaichi 3. It's for me. Dude, then just get it signed, man. Yeah. Well, hold up. How much are you gonna have to pay to get it signed? That's the question too. Because if it's a lot of money, maybe not worth it. But if it's what you like and, go for it. I always say just do it if it's something you like. It in no way will screw it up. In fact, if you want to sell it later, it will increase the value, I would think. But the only way it will increase value if you get it signed is if you get it authenticated. So if you don't want to sell it or anything, you don't need to get it authenticated. If you do at one point want to sell it, I would say you need to get it authenticated. 60 for the auto, that's probably worth it. But like I said, if you end up wanting to sell it, make sure you get some sort of authentication service. And usually Beckett is a good one. Um, JSA is another good one. Make sure it's a good one, not a cheap one, because people will, some people, and myself included, won't buy autograph stuff if it's not authenticated. Lenny Young voice Frieza in UK and you. Gosh, yeah, dude, I would just do it. $60 in that. Are you going to like a convention or something, or how's this? Are they coming to your town to do a signing or what? Yes, it's for my own PC. I have so much DBZ stuff. Yeah, I'd do it. Skull Bunny and whatnot. I've heard the name, but I have never been in any of their streams or anything. So, but I have heard that name on there. He's getting them to come in and sign live on stream. So, so how are you getting your copy? So are you sending it? Are you sending it to him so that it can be signed, or are you buying a copy from him that's going to be signed? What? I'm confused on the logistics of this now. You mailers, ooh, that's tricky though, man. Do you trust him? That's what I'd say. I would say, you know how I feel about whatnot. Not to get into it, but I have mixed emotions, and I don't know. It's hard to trust people on there sometimes. So if you think you can trust him to mail it in and then get it back and get it signed and everything go well, then for sure I would do it. But I personally would never mail something to someone I don't know very well. Yeah, he's selling stuff as well. I don't want my stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's tricky. I wouldn't do it, but because I don't really think it's gonna cost you 60. The $60 goes to him, I assume, Skull Bunny, and so it's gonna cost you $60. I don't think it will raise the value of the item $60. Plus, you're gonna pay for shipping. Plus, what if it gets damaged? Plus, it's like, who knows if he sends you the correct one back? I don't know. It's just there's a lot of Skull is legit like him. He's a good dude. Yeah, there's too many variables though, man. Like, what if it's lost in the mail? What if someone swipes it? What if it gets damaged? Like someone ships it and like the truck it's on gets into an accident. And so I don't know. If it was you were showing up and just handing it to someone to sign, it'd be a different story. But since you are shipping it and all that, I don't know. Does anybody in the chat have any different opinions than me? I feel like I wouldn't send anything to get signed by someone. I think the whole cool thing about getting things signed is actually meeting the person. So Lost mail is my nightmare. Exactly, dude. I wouldn't do it. But let's see if anyone else in the chat had any recommendations or any opinions on it. Because I vote no. I say don't do it. So if you guys are listening and I guess meeting them, yeah, I agree. If you guys are listening, Mike Klein wants to send in one of his games to get autographed by someone, but has to mail it in and pay $60, and it'll get sent back to him, and wants to know if that's worth it. So whatever you guys think, and my vote is no. But we are 4 concurrent viewers right now. We're still at 7 likes. We haven't got any more likes from 7, so I don't know if we're gonna make it to that pizza goal. And then let's see, we're an hour and 40 minutes in. Probably go another 20 minutes or so, hopefully, or before some basketball games start tonight. Make sure to like the live, follow, subscribe, all the things, guys. Looking forward to doing some new episodes. $2 game. I'd be sending in. All right, Malcolm. Good luck in to your Purdue. Yeah. Good luck, man. Oh, I did not know this was Al. Okay. Reverse Infinity. That is an interesting name, sir. Interesting name, sir. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. And hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Don't y'all want pizza? Exactly, man. Dude, Mike, no one wants pizza on here. I don't know what's going on. People do not want the pizza, man. I don't care what you all are eating, but I'm gonna probably eat pizza later anyway, regardless of if Morbid buys it for me or not. I'm getting some pizza. We got 4 concurrent viewers. We got 7 likes and an hour and 41 minutes in. I would like to make it to 2 hours, but if things start to slow down, I might leave a little early. But we'll see. We just gotta get the chat going. What is on your mind? Just type it in the chat. I don't care what it is. Questions, comments, pizza, whatever you guys want. Send you like 20 pizzas. Do it, man. 20 pizzas, I'll eat them all. I'll eat them all. That's a good question. What's everybody's favorite pizza place? Does everyone have a favorite pizza place? Like chain wise, don't mean like a local place that only you know about. I want to know like your favorite chain of pizza of the big national chains. Nobody? Nobody has any opinion on pizza places? No opinions. Pizza Hut kind of be slapping. Dude, that stuffed crust. So stuffed crust is great, and Pizza Hut was always like the stuffed crust king. But did you know that now like Papa John's and Domino's also have stuffed crust? Did you know that? They copied off the OG. Yeah, dude. Pizza Hut. Well, the only reason I liked Pizza Hut is because of the stuffed crust, and now other places are making the stuffed crust. So I definitely like some other ones. When I tried Domino's in the US is kind of mediocre. Domino's in Norway so is it spelled differently in Norway? Huge quality difference. I had a Domino's pizza in Thailand actually, and it was worse. The pizza I had in Thailand was much worse than the one I had in the US, but you never know. That's illegal for sure. Should be. Yeah, dude, definitely illegal to steal the copyright on the stuffed crust. I feel like people are leaving now because we're talking about pizza. They're like, "What is this pizza?" I'm here to talk about video games. There's nothing like having a Domino's pizza and a 2 liter, playing some game from Blockbuster. Those are the best kind of nights. I don't even know what that is, and also I've never learned how to pronounce that word, gyro, but I think it's uh hero is what people say, but I say gyro because that's what it looks like. But your what I don't know what's going on right now. My line is what? I have no idea. I've never heard of. Yeah, I've never heard of him either, and I also live in the United States, like Morbid, so it just must be a Morbid thing wherever he lives. It's a local thing. Pizza, Blockbuster, Pizza Hut. Did you guys have those? Well, maybe not in Norway you didn't, but how about more? Did you, when you were in school, did you get like little coupons for reading a book called Book It, and then you got like a free personal pan pizza at Pizza Hut? Did you guys do that? I remember they did that for me. I was reading all kinds of books just so I could get free pizzas, man. And actually, I don't have it in here. So I showed off my games earlier, but I have all my sealed and graded games in a different room, and they're in a locked case. But one of them is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, and it actually came with a coupon for a free pizza, which is still in there to this day, but it's sealed, so obviously I'm gonna open it. Lamb and flatbread tzatziki sauce. No, dude, never had this. I mean, that just sounds like a flatbread. That doesn't sound like it qualifies as a pizza. I think to be a pizza, you have to have cheese, you have to have red sauce, and you have to have like a crust. So I don't, I don't think that qualifies morbid. Guys, again, thanks for everyone who's come in to watch. Appreciate it. Um, we're at an hour 46 minutes right now. We got 7 likes. We're trying to get to 20. We get to 20 likes, and morbid. Mike Klein's gonna buy pizza for everyone. Actually own several rental copies of games, Complete Box, Goof Troop, SNES. Oh, those are cool. Clona, and part only Superstar Soccer with rental stickers. That's cool. CIB rental copies, unique cases with full details written on the game. That's pretty awesome. Is that where did they get rented from over there? So do you have are these US versions or they're from over there? Are they are they from Blockbuster or do you have a different kind of store over there that you guys used? Copy of Haunted Mansion on PS2 that came with a movie ticket still inside. Or you should go and actually try to use that ticket and see if it, well, I guess Haunted Mansion's not out in theaters, but see, is it specific to Haunted Mansion or is it a movie ticket that can just be used at any like AMC theaters? They're all PAL. Okay. So where did you guys, did you have Blockbuster over there? Where was the main rental place? Just curious. I don't know if Blockbuster was worldwide or not. I don't think it was. The Goof Troop and Superstar Soccer from a small local chain, one from PS1, import from UK, a chain called Choicest Video. Okay, that sounds definitely like a store that you would have in the UK. Choicest Video. We didn't have Blockbuster, but very smaller chains usually. Okay, yeah, we had Blockbuster, but then you had a lot of smaller chains pop up and a lot of different like ones that were local or whatnot. So we actually still have one Blockbuster that exists in the U.S. It's in, I think it's in like Oregon, Bend, Oregon. Yeah, it says Haunted Mansion. Just cross off and just write some other movie like Captain America: Brave New World or something. Write that on there and then try and present it and see if they'll let you in. That's probably. I mean, I bet some collectors would pay money for that though, because it has like all the original stuff. It's got the Haunted Mansion um, movie ticket. It's having a registration card. You know, should look into selling that. Morbid. Probably make some money off of it. Going to small town New York, we had Rent Today, Work Tomorrow. That was the name of the store. The ones I've heard of, um, Blockbuster, obviously. There was one called Movie Gallery. Again, I don't know if that was nationwide. And there was one called Family Video. And again, I don't know if that was nationwide, but those are the three that I've ever heard of or rented things from. We can talk about like retro game stores too. There's a lot of those all over. Then we moved and I became a Blockbuster junkie. You must have lived in, yeah, a really small town if you didn't have a Blockbuster. I feel like those were everywhere. I have a Japanese copy of Metabots with someone's name written on the back. I haven't had the heart to erase the name. It's fun. It's history. Yeah, some people do that. Some people buy games and then they'll just leave them writing on there. I personally clean it up when I get it, but a lot of people find that like nostalgic to see someone's name. Or I think it's really cool if you open a game and you find a receipt for where it was purchased, and then it also makes you feel sad because you paid $80 for the game when it was $20, 30 years ago. Hollywood Video. Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot about Hollywood Video. That was another one. You're right. Hollywood Video. I don't like when names are written on labels, but on the cartridge itself, it doesn't bother me. Well, when they're written on labels, I think it's like impossible to get off. When they're written on the cartridge itself, they're much easier to get off. So I also leave all the writing on my Japanese cards. Oh, interesting. Is it like Japanese writing that you have on the Japanese cards? It's very easy to get off. You just get some alcohol and you with a Q-tip, you put the alcohol in the Q-tip, so you just use a very small amount. Actually, Sharpie I've told, and I've not done this before, but Sharpie is easy to get off if you take a dry erase marker, and so you write o top of whatever. So if it's written and it says Morbid's game, you just write over top of Morbid's game with a dry erase marker, and then you just clean it with a dry erase eraser, and it comes right off. Which I've never tried, but I've heard people have success with that. I have one kanji on it, translates to brothers. Okay, that's cool. Must have been someone who does that mean like maybe it was someone who owned it, but it was actually their brother's game and they had borrowed it, and that way that's how they remembered to give it back to their brother. DeVito's face right across the label. You have some Danny DeVito faces on some of your games. I think you should I think you should just completely remove the label from a game you don't want or like anymore and just put a fake Danny DeVito label on it and then turn it in and try and sell it. There's like a guy on TikTok who sells like weird and silly stuff to GameStop just to see how they react. And sounds like something he would do. He would say like, "I got this Danny DeVito Super Nintendo game that's really rare. You should try that and you should film it. I guarantee it would get lots of hits." Got about 10 minutes left that I'm going to stream here. We got 3 concurrent viewers. We're still at 7 likes. Doesn't look like pizza's happened today. Maybe next time we'll get some pizza. But hey, appreciate everyone being here for sure. Again, just make sure you follow, make sure you like, make sure you do all that stuff. I'm really trying to spread the channel so, we can meet more people. We can build the knowledge of the gaming community so we can all learn something. I learn something every time on my podcast, so I'm hoping to part that knowledge on to people who are watching. I got DeVito stickers I've been mailing orders with. Stick them on the box. What? You didn't give me a Danny DeVito sticker. You just gave me all you gave me was this game that has no label on it. You could have put a Danny DeVito sticker on this game, right? But you just gave me a blank empty game that I had to figure out how to play. Pizza guys, pizza. Yeah, for real. We are 13 likes away from pizza. You just got them? Okay, a likely story, but I'll have to order something else from you so I can get a Danny DeVito sticker. Don't rip it off. I want the Danny DeVito sticker to be like on the like I don't want it to be I want to be able to use it so I can put it wherever I want. I'm gonna put it on my computer as a reminder every time I see it. It'll remind me of Morbid and all the times we spent together. I haven't really been getting on Whatnot a lot, so I see that you actually did not do a stream on Whatnot yesterday, like you said you might. So I don't think you did one. I don't think you did one today either. But if you do, I'll definitely hop back in and see if there's something I can buy for cheap just so I can get a sticker. Maybe you could sell the stickers. Just sell your stickers, man. Nope. Yeah. You just gotta, I told you, man, you gotta be consistent. The problem is if you're consistent, you lose all your followers. So people want consistency, Morbid. That's important for your fiance too. She wants consistency as well. So don't forget that. Maybe. Dude, just get on and start selling Morbid stickers. That's all you gotta do. For real. I'm excited to eat some pizza tonight. I don't know if I'll play any games later. If I play anything, I might play some. You're just a collector of Morbid stickers or of Danny DeVito stickers. Sell bulk Danny DeVito stickers. I think there's a market for it, man. I think there's a market for it. But yeah, I don't know if I'll play any games later. I'll probably play Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a game that I love to hate. It's very difficult. It took me a while to beat it, but I had some help from my friends. It's me. Yeah, it's you. Absolutely. Had some help from friends, and I greatly appreciate that. But now my friends and I sometimes will go on Elden Ring and we will just invade people, or no, we'll let people invade us. Sorry, we'll use a taunter's tongue so people invade. DD. Uh, I don't know what that means. Sorry. You have to tell me what DBD. Dragon Ball Z? Did you meant to put? Did you mean to put VZ? Because I don't know what DBD is. But hopefully, if I play something later, I'll stream it. I might stream Dead by Daylight. I used to. I played it very briefly for like a week or two because I had some friends that played it, but it's fun. I also played the Friday the 13th game. That one was pretty cool. One person played as Jason, the other people are the camp counselors, and you have to find a way to start the car and get out. So that was pretty cool. I like those kind of games too. I like the games where it's like 4 or 5 people against one person. Those are always fun to me. 5 years. You still play it? What do you all play it on? PlayStation or Xbox? What console are you playing it on? By the way, do you have Xbox Live, Morbid? And if so, what is your gamer tag? I definitely need to add you. I won't tell you mine just because I don't want random people watching this and add me, but if you tell me what yours is, I'll go on and add you. The Jason you play it on PS5. Oh, all right. Well, I don't have a PS5. Maybe someday. Someday I'll get one. You have Xbox Live? Do you ever play like on Xbox Live or not really? Do you kind of just have it and don't really use it a lot? I want to get PS5, but I'm like all the games like there's not really any exclusives that I can't play because I have the PC. I just play them on PC. Morbid Mike with the capital M in Mike and the space, right? If that's what it is, I'll definitely add you. Killer Clowns? I've never played Killer Clowns. Is that multiplayer? If it is, I'll have to check it out. We can play it together. Maybe I'll stream. Maybe I'll Twitch stream Morbid and I playing Killer Clowns. Morbid Mike. Okay. Capital M, two capital M's, no space. Gotcha. I'll hit you up. You'll get an ad here later tonight for sure. Don't worry. Make sure you accept it. Make sure you accept it. All right, guys. So 3 viewers right now. It's kind of dying down. I think it's getting later. People are probably looking for their Friday night plans. 7 likes, one word, two capitalized M's. Got it. One word, capitalized M's. I'll decline. All right, it's fine. Cool, man. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. We got to 7 likes. No 20 likes for that pizza, but next time maybe we'll get that pizza for Morbid to send to us all. We're coming up just on 2 hours here, so that's I think that was a cool stream. We had a lot of good talk. We showed off some cool stuff, answered some cool questions. We're sitting at 3 viewers right now. You're just kidding. Yeah, I'm sure you are, Morbid. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll just report you on whatnot. That's what I'll do. So again, guys, make sure there's some cool stuff coming up on the YouTube channel soon. Hopefully, gonna do some more variety in some of the shows. Focus on some different collectors that collect specific things. Um, I've got a bunch more episodes to release. They come out weekly on Wednesday. Make sure you follow, subscribe, like, watch all that stuff. Follow, like, subscribe, all that on Instagram. That's where I show off my collection. I post some memes on there as well as clips from the podcasts. On TikTok, I also post some clips from the podcasts and post. I post almost every day on TikTok with a meme, and I post at least almost every day either a meme or a clip from the podcast or something from my collection, just a different game that I have. So appreciate everyone being here. See you around, Doc. Hopping off. Sounds good, man. Yeah, thanks for coming. Appreciate it. They even do anything? Wait, do do what any do? Oh, whatnot? Yeah, dude. They don't even care. They just will. They side with the consumer always. They never side with the seller. Just so you know, I I can get you banned. Morbid. No, I would never do that. I'm just kidding. But again, thanks everybody for showing up. Um, oh, I got another like. Look at that. We got an eighth like right before we got off. So, again, we'll do another one of these. I hope you all have notifications on so you can see when I'm online. When I do go live, um, dark. That's me, man. Make sure you have notifications on. Make sure you follow me on all the other social media. We'll do more stuff like this, and then hopefully at some point I'll have a better game room to show off. Again, this is very crowded, but in the near future, in the next 6 months, I would say I'm going to have a better game room with hopes some arcade cabinets and stuff put up. It's gonna look like an awesome man cave. I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully you all can come and watch some lives that I'll do there. Oh, we're up to 4 viewers now. I don't really trust this viewer thing. I don't know if it works correctly or not, but we have hit the 2 hour mark in about 5 seconds, and that was my goal, was to stream for 2 hours. So, feel free to follow me. Like I said, I'll do some more of these. Look forward to doing more. Love talking about games, answering you guys' questions, showing off the collection, learning from you guys too, because that's what it's all about in this community, is learning about new stuff I didn't know, and I will be the first to admit I don't know a lot of things. But again, thanks for coming, everybody, and we'll do another one of these soon, maybe this weekend. So take care.